I am not in favor of changing the Promise Scholarship. I was not particularly sold on it when it was first proposed, but I think it has worked. It has worked well. I'm not too sure those people who want to tamper with it fully understand the benefit that the state receives from it. So until somebody can prove to me that the state is losing out with very talented young people, I wouldn't change it.
Thank you. Mr. McVeigh, your question will go to Mr. Watson first.
Let me just add a real quick yes or no. Do you favor locality pay? I think you already answered, but do you favor locality pay
yes.
for teachers?
Yes.
Okay, how do you convince the rest of the state and the WVEA and the American Federation of Teachers in West Virginia to support locality pay?
You're first, Mr. Watson.
I'm absolutely boggled at my mind when you look at what the teachers are going through in the Eastern Panhandle, and you look at the biggest impediment are two teachers' unions. I don't understand that. I understand that they want to represent everybody, that unions can only do certain things. By the same token, you have if they want to continue to represent all the teachers and the entire state, have got to come up with a different way of doing business, because as an example, in the Eastern Panhandle, merit pay ought to be here. We ought to be able to keep the good teachers and get rid of the bad teachers. But the way it is today, you can't do that. Now, I believe it is, the legislature may have a role, I'm not too sure exactly what it would be, in convincing those unions that they need to look at their entire membership and come up with some different ideas. I'd like to go back to what I said a few minutes ago about the property taxes and the increases. I think that would probably be the single most important thing to take a look at, trying to do something about. And secondly, I think we need to take a very serious look at the annexation laws in the state. Because for years in Jefferson County, the annexation law was tilted toward the county. Then through some changes, it flopped the other way and it went to the cities. I believe both are bad. Both governmental organizations have got some good points and bad points, but each has got a role to play in government. We need to find a way to balance the annexation laws to equalize the authority between the county and the cities, because otherwise all we have is constant lawsuits, constant bickering, fighting back and forth, and we're going in different directions. Even if that were to mean putting in some sort of a third-party arbiter, I believe we need to do that.
Thank you. One more question from the audience here, and this will go to Mr. Watson first. Mr. Watson, how will you be able to have influence as just one member of the House of Delegates? How will you be able to have influence as just one member?
Everybody starts as just one member. Then you go from there. You build coalitions, you build friendships, you build working relationships. Normally in any political organization, you don't get, well, let me give you an example. John Doyle said he could not do anything with the table games bill this year because it was an election year, and he waited till next year and give this year to put together some sort of program. I think that works every place you go. You've got to build a foundation, you've got to put together coalitions, whatever they may happen to be, and try until you get to a point you've got a consensus.